am signed in. Browser. Come on. Yep. Okay, yep, shut up. Sorry. YouTube's being a something. Any thoughts? Before start? Okay. Hello. There are people here. Actually, it's just me. And so while we're starting this, I think I'm gonna send a stream link to my family to see if I want to watch this. Where's my phone? I thought it was in my pocket. It does not appear to be in my pocket. I'll use my iPad. Y'all just gotta give me a moment. The stream will start in just a minute. I don't know, I was watching YouTube. Oh wait, I do need YouTube. What am I thinking? Live. I should be live right now, so I don't know why that's not working. Maybe if I reopen the app. You'll have to give me just a minute. There it is. I'll just share this if you give me 2 seconds. I'll just send this to... I'm just sending this to my parents and brother. Hopefully they'll watch it because nobody else is, and that's okay. Don't get me wrong. I'm not upset that nobody's here. It's just, be nice. Have a few interactors. I'm gonna wait about 5 minutes, see if other people join. Probably less than 5 minutes. Hello. I'm Anxiety. I also go by Jacob, or Bug, or Virgil, or almost any name under the sun. I have a list of names that I will answer to, and it is long. And that's not even, well, it's more than the names that I've actually gone by, but it's a long list. Y'all probably can't hear me. My microphone's over here. I don't know why I did all that with my microphone over there. Hopefully you can hear me now. Here, I'm going to pull this up on my iPad and see if you could hear me decently well before this whole thing started. I don't know why I did all that with my mic. Hi. I am signed in. Come on. Yep. Okay, yep, shut up. Sorry. YouTube's being a sunset. Just making sure y'all could hear me before I got my microphone. Look at this microphone. It's a great microphone. I was gifted this microphone for Christmas a few years ago. Got a cold. I mainly use this microphone for recording covers of songs, just, because it's fun, because I can, and I need to post some of those. Actually, I haven't recorded any with this microphone, but I need to record a cover and post it on my channel. Hopefully y'all are here for more than just the listening to the books. Is anybody else here? Oh, there's a viewer. Who's that? I'm sure it just was me. Okay. Oh well. And now, we begin. Salutations, ladies, gents, NB folks, and let me try again. Salutations, ladies, gents, NB folks, and all those beyond and in between, to insert title here, a podcast where I read books. That's pretty much it. Now, today is a going in episode. That means we are going to predict about a book, we're going to talk about the book, have I read the book, without going into too many details and spoilers. We're going to prep for reading our first book. And our first book is The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. Now, I have read this book many a time. I love this book. I've got my very loved and battered copy here. This is like my favorite book. It's so good. I grew up on these and on Harry Potter. And, as a trans guy, I'm kind of akin to like Rick Riordan a bit more than J.K. Rowling. Yes, I said it. She's a TERF. I don't like her. And, yeah. Let's read the back, shall we? Percy Jackson is about to be kicked out of boarding school. Again. And that's the least of his troubles. Still got a cold. Lately, mythological monsters and the gods of Mount Olympus seem to be walking straight out of the pages of Percy's Greek mythology textbook and into his life. And worse, he's angered a few of them. Zeus's master lightning bolt has been stolen, and Percy is the prime suspect. Now, Percy and his friends have just 10 days to find and return Zeus's stolen property and bring peace to a warring Mount Olympus. But to succeed in his quest, Percy will have to do more than just catch the true thief. He must come to terms with the father who abandoned him, solve the riddle of the oracle which warns him of a betrayal by a friend, and unravel a treachery more powerful than the gods themselves. You see why this is one of my favorite books. Like, it's just so good. It's one of my absolute favorite, it's probably my favorite because it's the beginning. I really like The Lost Hero is the first book of the Heroes of Olympus. I really like The Last Olympian, which is the last book of Percy Jackson. I keep mixing up The Lost Hero and The Last Olympian because my brother and I are reading The Lost Hero, and I keep being The Lost Hero, so I went The Lost Hero. Nope. I was right the first time. It was The Last Olympian. And I really love The Blood of Olympus. That's the last book of Heroes of Olympus, which is the sequel series to Percy Jackson and the Olympians. They're some of my favorite books ever, and I'm going to pull up a document here so that I know what I'm supposed to be covering. I have an outline for this. Y'all want to know what it says? I can pull it up right now. Doodaloo. Come on. No, I don't want my driving textbook. I'm taking driver's ed right now. That's an interesting fun fact about me. Aha. Podcast. I have a list of stuff that I want to do for my YouTube channel. Most of it's games. And, me. Apparently I have to update Google Docs, so we'll see how that goes. I know a few of the things that I said I was going to do in this stream, and that was I was going to read the back of the book. I was going to say, if I have read the book, I love this book, to the ends of the earth. It's so good. Rick Riordan is probably one of my favorite authors. And I know there are probably better authors out there. I know there are probably authors who write more descriptively, authors who are even better at diversity. But I'm biased. I grew up on these. And I just think he's really great. I don't think he's the best of all time. I'm sure there's better, but he's my personal favorite, and I hold a special place in my heart for these books, because they just make me really happy for no particular reason. Come on, Google Docs. Doesn't want to update on my iPad. There we are. Okay, I have a whole Google Doc of stuff I want to do for my YouTube channel. And I have a whole nother tab that's just for this. just for this this podcast. Yes, the last thing we need to do is make predictions. What do we think is going to happen in the whole of The Lightning Thief? What do we think is going to happen in the first chapter? I'll tell you the name of the first chapter is, I don't know why I'm even bothering to open the book. I know exactly what it is. It's I Accidentally Vaporized My Pre-Algebra Teacher. That's like my favorite chapter title. It's so good. The title of this... No, don't come off. The cover of this book is like coming off. I've had this book for a long time. I got these books like 10 Christmases ago. Not 10. Somewhere in between 5 and 10 Christmases ago. Because I was obsessed with them. It's just so good. Yeah. And nobody is necessarily here to make predictions. And I've already read the book. We're going to wait a little bit. We're going to chat a little bit. And if nobody comes on, I'll just end the stream. Yeah. I'm sorry I keep sniffling. Like I said, I have a cold. Very fun. Now, is there anything y'all might want me to do on this channel? I mean, oh, right. I have another question I need to ask. So, I'm going to put these as comments on the stream, but I need y'all to tell me, A, what you think is going to happen in the first chapter of The Lightning Thief, if you haven't read it. If you have read it, no spoilers, please. And what books you might want me to read for this. The plan is to read a book of my choice, and then a book of a listener's choice, and then my choice, and then a listener's choice, and so on and so forth. I have my choices all laid out. I have some listeners' choices from my parents and friends, but I don't currently have many listener choices. So if anybody random has a book that you think would be good on this podcast, I do fiction, I do nonfiction. I have a different layout for fiction books than nonfiction books, but it should be fun. I'll read almost anything. Yeah. Please send me trigger warnings if you need to, but like I said, I'll read almost anything. Yeah. And that ends this episode of Insert Title here. And for now, don't close the book on me,